Hello everyone, and welcome to our yoga practice today with me, Tara O'Rourke. So the practice will take 30 minutes and it's a slow, mindful practice, so with an emphasis on breathing and just staying in the poses for a little bit longer, accessible for everybody, whatever level, so mixed level yoga practice. And the difference between this practice and I suppose more of the flow asana practice is that this, like all yoga, does initiate the relaxation response in the body, but this is just at a slower pace. So it just gives you time to explore the asana and also just to really allow for the breath to move through you as you come into them. It's totally restorative. There is some obviously movement through it. But it's more on the slower practice side, so ideal for when you're feeling quite tired and low in energy, and also really nice to do like an hour or two before you go to bed in the evening. So whatever time of day this is for you. As always, I'm not in the space with you, so please do be mindful of that. If you have any injuries or anything, please do come straight out of a pose, a posture, if you feel any pain whatsoever. So we're going to start just in a moment, but I'm just going to show you a couple of things just to get set up for the practice today, just so you can get yourself ready. So if you have a yoga strap, great, like this. If not, there's lots of things you can use. You can use a pair of tights, you can use a belt. So just have something that resembles a strap. You've been to yoga studios where they have blocks. So if you don't have a block, you can use a chunky book, which is really useful for home practice. So just make sure it's nice and solid, like so. So we're going to use that in the practice, and then have a pillow or a couple of like living room cushions. So have that handy, and a blanket also. And then I will take care of the rest. So we're going to begin. Just get yourself set up. You can pause this obviously if you need to go and get those few little bits. So we're going to start in a comfortable seat. Sitting nice and tall. Closing your eyes for a pause and placing your hands lightly on your thighs. Soften into the facial muscles here. Allowing your hips to be heavy, your legs heavy. So that downward flow of energy into the earth. That downward flow, the Apana Vayu. Allowing for that weight and that downward flow, connecting you to this earth. Soften into your low belly here. And as you take your next in-breath through both nostrils, can you consciously now find length all the way through your spine, all the way to the tip of your head? And slowly exhale all the way down. And with your next inhale, find again softness in your low belly as you breathe in through both nostrils. Conscious breath. Exhale, pursing your lips or keeping your mouth closed. 2 more of those. Soften your facial muscles. And then just gently tuck your chin in towards your chest and allow for that space at the back of your neck here. So you're not holding any tension in your head here. So the head and the throat is a place naturally of cool That cooling sensation in your throat and your head. So a lot of the time when we have heat in our head, we're out of balance. So just noticing that in yourself. Do you feel heat in your throat and in your head? And as you tip your chin forward in towards your chest, allowing for the sensation of coolness in your throat. As you lift your head, stretch your gaze, and cool and calm in your head. Your drishti, your gaze is soft, finding that focus point on the ground, or maybe you have something as an object of focus in your space, a candle, a picture, whatever it is for you. Setting an intention, a sankalpa for a practice today. If you're not sure of what that is, setting the framework for your practice. Maybe your intention today is just to be fully present for yourself. And allowing yourself, commanding this time for yourself as you find softness through the body that can feel quite stressed and the physical body and tense in places. Just becoming aware of those places where you hold tension and maybe moving into it, wherever that is. So we're going to just take an intuitive twist to the right, working from your navel here as you twist over to the right side. Keep your eyes open and just gazing over that right side. Aware of the surrounding sounds. And back to center and over to the left. So there's a saying in yoga, we cannot change the world, but we can change how we perceive the world. So just looking at that space over your left shoulder, maybe with a different perspective. And slowly coming back to center, taking the hands into it and spread your fingers. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, like you're holding something in between your palms. Maybe shifting your gaze up and again allowing for that coolness and calm in your throat and in your head as you allow for the heat to move into your abdomen. And take the right hand to the floor and just a gentle tilt over to the right side. Now rolling your chest open here. Take a smile to your face so you can really experience that softening of the facial muscles, space across your collarbones, and take it back up. Take the left hand to the floor and just a nice gentle tilt over to the left, and again rolling the chest open. And take them back up. Take your right hand to your left thigh and your left hand to your right thigh. Still sitting nice and tall. If that feels really uncomfortable for you, just keep your hands floating a little here. Holding it there for a breath. And then bending into both arms. You can hook your thumbs here or joining the palms of your hands. So you're bringing your arms into Garudasana, eagle arms here. Really nice for finding that space in between your shoulder blades. So we're going to take 3 breaths here. Again, find softness in your low belly as you breathe in. Getting that breath in between your shoulder blades, your upper back. And gently release. Bring your arms to cactus arms so the elbows are in line with the shoulders. Spread your fingers. Now ground down through your hips and lift the chest. And take your arms back up. Take your right hand to your left thigh, your left hand to your right thigh. Bend into the arms, and again you're hooking the thumbs or palms meet. So maintaining that space in the base of your spine. So that space, the perineum, or where you feel Mula Bandha. So almost like everything is coming inwards and upwards, the base. And release. Beautiful. Cactus arms, elbows in line with the shoulders. Spread the fingers. And release all the way down. So I'm going to come into, just get a bit of space into the legs now. And you can just move your blanket and your block to one side. So take a nice bend into the knees here. Soles of the feet on the floor. Now sitting nice and tall, so you're on your sit bones. Tip of your head draws up. Take your hands behind your knees and gently just hinging back. Lifting your chest. Inhale, rise up. Taking it back. Inhale up. Sitting nice and tall. Take the legs straight out in front of you. So we're going to take our strap or our belt, whatever you have, your tights, and take the strap in both hands. Place the strap around the balls of your feet. So you have a nice resistance on the straps around the balls of your feet. And just so you have enough of the strap so you can sit nice and tall. So it's a really nice prop to use in your practice. So already you feel that nice stretch in the legs. Keep the feet nice and flexed and draw the little toes in towards you. As you breathe here, draw the shoulders away from the ears and find space in the neck. And you're just gently drawing the navel back towards the spine and lifting the chest. So every part of you is subtly engaged here. And then exhale, hinge forward, maintain that length through your spine. Keep the legs nicely switched on and come back up. Exhale, maybe draw the elbows out to the side for this one. Keep that nice length through your spine. Inhale up. Exhale, come down. And hold your gaze there as you breathe in and out. As you breathe in, you find a little bit more length through your spine. And as you exhale, slight degree of folding forward. But we're not hunching forward. So maintaining that nice energetic line from the tailbone all the way through to the tip of the head. And inhale, bring yourself up. Lovely. So we're going to take a bend into the left leg and take the strap around the ball of the right foot. And bring it up. Holding it here. You can take a little micro bend in this knee if that feels way too much for you. Holding it here. Tip of the head draws up. For 3. For 2. And for 1. Release it down. Straighten out both legs. And take a bend into the right leg, so the sole of the foot is on the floor, and take the strap around the ball of the left foot and slowly draw it up. So you might come to here, that's absolutely fine, as long as you keep that length through your spine, or taking it up. Draw the heel away from you, push the heel away from you, and draw the toes towards you. So you're getting a nice stretch and opening, breathing in, soften the shoulders for 3, for 2, and for 1, release it down and just take the strap away for the moment. Take a bend into the knees and lift your feet. The lower legs are in line with the floor, and just a gentle lift of the chest, holding it for 3, for 2, for 1, take the soles of the feet to the floor, sitting nice and tall. So we're going to do 2 more of those. So I like to take my palms together for this one. So the palms of the hands are in line with your shoulders or thereabouts. And come up to your sitting bones, lower legs in line with the floor. So the palms of your fingertips are almost, you're seeing your dristies in between your big toes here. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Take the legs to the floor and just gently folding forward. You could take a bend in your knees here or keep your legs straight. You can hook your big toes, thumb on top, index and middle finger below. And get all that breath into your back. Shoulders away from your ears. Find your dristy. And slowly rising up, bringing yourself around to all fours. We're just going to get a few rounds of cat-cow so you can find and feel that space through your center, the warmth organism here. Spread your fingers nice and wide, hips are over the knees, and just begin intuitively to rock forwards, backwards. Just give a little pat and tap of the front of the feet just to waken them up. Curl the toes, take your hips back onto your heels so you really feel that nice stretch and opening in the soles of the feet, adding light to the feet. And coming forwards, pushing the earth away with the hands, backwards and forwards as you move here. And coming back to tabletop. And as you inhale, draw the navel down towards the earth, the heart rises, the tailbone lifts. Exhale, hug the navel back towards the spine. Be really fluid in your cat-cow. 3 more of those. Find softness and space in your shoulders. Exhale as you draw the navel back towards the spine and just gently tuck your head in. 1 more of those. And exhale. And bring yourself back to tabletop. So we're going to prep here for pigeon. So I like to have my blanket here and just have your pillow handy just in case you need it. So we're going to take our right knee forward here. So your right knee is on the ground in line with the long edge of the mat on the right. Now your lower leg ideally is in line with the top of the mat, but for a lot of us this is just warming up, so we're not going to get that there. Now if you need another blanket under your back knee here, please do use something as a support here. So we're getting into the outer hip here, lifting your chest so your sternum is almost vertical here. And just a little cue here, just make sure that your hips are not collapsing. So this is where the block or the book comes in handy. You can place a block underneath that right hip so your hips are level, or you can use your book for that, or even a solid cushion. So we're going to hold it here for 3 nice slow breaths. So option 1 is keep the chest lifted. Option 2, you can take your forearms to your block and keep your hips level. And maintain that length all the way through your spine. Tip of your head energetically drawn forward. Relax your face, your facial muscles, and your gaze, your drishti is soft. Soften into it and allow the pose, the posture to do the work as you allow for unimpeded breath to move through you. For some of you, you might not use the block and take your head and your hands all the way down. So whatever feels good for you in your practice. I like this one here. I feel it's quite restorative, and yet at the same time, you really feel that opening in the outer hip and space. All that lymph flow that's moving through you in the subtle body. Consciously breathing into it, slowing down the vritti and the chatter of the mind in your practice, initiating that relaxation response in the body. And even though the pose might feel quite strong, you're allowing for space. You're signaling to the body to slow down, thus signaling to the mind to slow down, thus signaling to the breath to be more flowing through you. So all working together in union, in yoga. And slowly begin to move out of that. You can remove your block or your brick. So we're going to take a very nice, gentle downward dog. So curling the toes, because it's the best one really to counterpose this one. Curl the toes on the left and take a stretch. So just beginning to pedal your feet out. Keep a bend in the knees here. Maybe swishing your tail a little so you can feel that fluid element in your pelvis. And taking the knees down to the floor. So just going to come to the other side. The left knee comes over to the long edge of the mat on the left, and your right leg is straight out. The front of your foot meets the earth here. So you'll be very different on both sides, like a lot of us. So wherever you are with the previous one, you might need a support on that under that left hip. And just finding it, find your edge on that left side. So you'll feel that nice gentle opening. It can be quite strong on the left side. If you feel nothing, you could come down lower. So holding in here, keep the back leg active. And find your gaze. Breathing in through both nostrils, exhaling, pursing your lips or keeping your mouth closed. The Ujjayi breath, that oceanic sound as you inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And slowly lifting up, lift your chest, curling the toes on the right, and take it back into a downward dog. Just pedaling out the feet. And take the knees down to the floor once more. I'm just going to move my blanket back and we can adjust these if we need to. Taking the right foot forward, so the right foot is on the outside of the right little finger. Now I'm going to move my blanket back because I want this under my knee here for lizard. You might not need anything. I like that little support under my knee. So both hands are on the floor, spreading the fingers. Turning your right foot out slightly. So you're getting into the inner groin now, the inside of that right hip. The front of the foot and the back is making contact with the earth. Lift your chest. So we're going to hold it here for 3, again, conscious breaths, pranayama. If you're not feeling much there, you can take the block or your chunky book and come down, but make sure you're not hunching forward. So you have that length again. Your gaze, your drishti is soft. You can also, as another option, come to the outer arch of that right foot and hold it here for 3 breaths. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale. So it's like you're breathing and directing that breath into that right hip. Taking your hands to the floor, lift your chest. So we're going to take our left hand just in line with our breastbone and our right hand to the right thigh here. Just a gentle twist, just turning to the right. Broadness across the collarbones. Open the chest. And just allowing for the breath to move through your abdomen, across your chest, into your neck, into the muscles of your face. And taking it back. All fours. Again, we can neutralize that with a downward dog. The panacea for all ailments, your downward dog. Breathing through it and take your knees back down to the floor. So we're going to step the left foot forward and come back onto the right knee. So you're not right on the kneecap. You can see my leg a little bit further back. And turn your left foot out to the side. So again, we can be very different on both sides. So just acknowledging that in yourself. So you might not come down onto your forearms for this one. This one might feel a little bit more tight, where you need more laxity, more mobility. But just visualize all of that beautiful flowing lymph through your hip joint, your groin area. It's like an inner cleanse moving through you as you hold the posture. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly bring yourself up. So we're going to bring our right hand just in line with our sternum again, our breastbone, and our left hand to the left thigh, and turning from your navel over towards the left side. Open your chest. And breathe into it. And exhale, take it back. So we're going to neutralize that with our downward dog. Take it back to all fours. Curl the toes and lift up for a downward dog. Exhale fully. Inhale. And exhale fully. Come down to all fours. And bring yourself seated so you're at the long edge of your mat. So we're going to take a nice wide open legs. You can, as an option, sit on a cushion or your block here. Or you could put a blanket underneath your heels if you feel your heels are a little bit sensitive. So sitting nice and tall, as long as you can maintain that length through your spine here. Your feet are flexed, hands on your shins or on your thighs. So where do you need to place your hands in order to feel that length through your spine here to the tip of your head? Close your eyes for a pause. And can you push the legs into the earth? So your thighs are not moving up, but grounding down. So you're engaging your legs and you're engaging Mula Bandha. So it's almost like that space in between the perineum at the base here. You're engaging. So it's almost like this drawing upwards. Inhale and exhale fully. And inhale, and as you exhale, hinging forward. And keep that connection with the earth through your legs. Now you can take as an option your block here or your book, and I like to use my little blanket over it, and forearms come down. So again, You're maintaining that length through your spine. Your legs are active, your feet are flexed. And breathe into it. Some of you might come down lower. You could take your head down. So we're going to hold it here for 3 conscious breaths. And slowly, with the tip of your head to the base of your spine, that energetic connection, draw yourself up. Beautiful. Take the hands either side of the hips, just remove your block. And we're going to take our right foot in. So the sole of the right foot is meeting the left thigh. Now, the right knee, it could be just kind of hanging out there. So we're going to stay here for a few breaths. So use a rolled up towel or blanket like this, or you can use your block. So this is actually quite nice, just using this underneath. The left foot is flexed. Take the fingertips to the earth, either side of that left leg, and turn your gaze over to the left. You can use your strap for this as an option, like so. And we're going to hinge forward over that left side. If you don't have your strap, you can take your hands either side and your dristy, your big toe. Inhale, find length through the spine, and exhale. Hold it here for 3, for 2, for 1. Tip of the head towards the big toe, nice straight back, brings you up. And we're going to take the right leg out and take this left foot in to the right inner thigh. And again, very different on both sides for me, so you'll probably be the same. You can take that block or a blanket underneath. Just so, what happens here is if you leave the leg just hanging out here, you're never going to really allow for this to move. So it doesn't kind of know what to do. It's kind of in this mode of uncertainty. So bring certainty to it, that you're letting go here. And it is relaxing as you get the breath through that left side. Now you're turning your gaze, hands either side of that right leg, turning and twisting to the right, and exhale over that right side. And again, you could use your strap here, your belt, as an option. Holding it for 3, soften the shoulders away from the ears. For 2. And for 1. And release. Take your strap away. And take the leg out. And fold forward. Come up onto your elbows here. If that is not working for you, again, take your elbows to a block. And the forearms meet, and the palms are meeting, and the thumbs are coming just between the brows. And let the feet just fall here. So you're not flexing your feet. Let the head rest onto your thumbs. Draw the shoulders gently away from the ears and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths in your own breath. Getting all of that breath into your back body. And slowly bringing yourself up. Beautiful. So we'll just shimmy the legs around, bringing them together, bending into the knees, and just take your hands down either side of you here and just begin to windscreen wiper the legs. So just gently moving side to side. So we're going to come down to lying on our backs, and I'm going to just show you how to get set up for this. So it's a really nice heart opening pose, which I absolutely love. So you have your block, or you can use a book, as I said, or even 2 books or 2 blocks, and you place your cushion over it here and just have your blanket ready then. And you're lying down, so it's just so really nice and relaxing. So just make sure your head is nicely secure. Now take the soles of your feet together here for Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana, so lying down. Take your blanket over you, so the soles of your feet come together. Take your blanket over you, place your hands on your low belly, and really almost feeling like a butterfly. Nice, delicate, colourful, transformative. Going through this whole stage to find this space. Just allowing your knees to fall either side as you lie here, and just feeling the natural breath in your low belly. There's no effort required. Close your eyes here. Allow your arms to just relax either side of you. It's a really nice one, naturally, to feel the heart center of your chest. That breath moving through you as you breathe. Notice when we move into the joints and holding the poses for a little bit longer, the breath becomes more flowing. Soften the facial muscles as you lie here. Allowing for your breath to find its own natural rhythm as you lie here. Awareness of the sounds around you. The furthest sound you can hear. An awareness of the breath within you. Making that connection with your breath and your mind. And slowly begin to take the knees in together. Just allow them to connect, and then straighten out your legs. Palms facing up. And allowing for all of that space through your abdomen, all the way through to your chest as you breathe. There's no effort with your breath. You're being breathed rather than breathing. You've made space for the breath to move throughout from the soles of your feet now. Relaxed through your legs, allowing your legs to be heavy, your hips heavy, relaxed. Your abdomen warm, spacious, digesting. Noticing an awareness to the back, your back, as you lie here, allowing for the full support of the earth and the surrender of the body for now. Allowing yourself to be fully supported in your physical body. All the way up into your chest. The quality of air oxygenating every single cell. Your shoulders all the way down to your elbows and your fingers, your fingertips, relaxed. Awareness to your throat, cool, calm, blue throat. Your face and your facial muscles soft, relieved of any tension. Is there anything you can bring to your face to relax even further? As you allow for that dissolving of any tension across your forehead, to the top of your head, the contact that your back and the back of your head makes with this earth, your shoulders, your hands, all the way down to the heels of your feet, the whole body relaxed. Visualizing the whole body lying here on the floor, relaxed. Visualizing colors framing your body as you lie here. All of those colors. Enveloping the whole body as you lie here. Visualizing the color of red at the base of your spine. The color of orange, your pelvis in line with your spine. The color of yellow just above your navel. The color of green, the center of your chest. The color of blue in your throat. The color of indigo at the center of your forehead. The color of white at the crown, just above your head. White, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. And begin now to deepen your breath a little. As you take a nice stretch into the body, taking your arms over your head, pointing your toes, and slowly begin to draw your knees in towards your chest. As you bring yourself over to the right side for a pause here. And just lying here in awareness, just for that pause, that moment. Just checking in with yourself, how you are, how you feel. And we'll finish in a comfortable seat. Hands at the heart center. And close the practice today with the sound of Om on the exhale. Inhale and exhale fully through both nostrils. Inhale. And bowing forward, Namaste. Thank you everyone for sharing this practice with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you.